Hello, it's time for another video, I guess. And today I would like to talk about anger and frustration and all those things that happen when somebody looks into the media or listens to media, looks at videos, opens Facebook or whatever. And this has happened to me in the last weeks, that I got caught up with being angry at what people were writing, at their opinions or whatever they were putting out into the world. And I got pretty caught up in it too, actually. And when I come across things that are completely unacceptable to me, then there's this aspect of me which I call the Inner Terrier that gets activated. And the Inner Terrier is that part that runs in circles in the head. It's like snapping and barking and producing all those monologues about how wrong this other person is or how stupid this thing is or whatever. And it can be really relentless. And also it doesn't feel good. It takes a lot of time and energy if this thing really goes wrong, and if I let it. And this is pretty much what I want to say. It's three things, actually. First thing is, it has something to do with me. The more I get angry about something, the more it has something to do with me. It has something to do with my values. Values are great. But the more I expect others to meet these values, and the less tolerant I am towards others if they're not, then it's my thing. It's not theirs. It's my responsibility. And also, there could be memories or experiences, but also like hurts or wounds that get activated when I see something, or even my own shadow parts. My own contradictions and things that I judge about myself. Maybe something like this gets activated too. Yes, so the more angry I get, the more it has something to do with me. And also, and that's the second point, maybe there's a lesson, or maybe there's a reason why I encounter something. Like the other day, I read something on Facebook and it really activated an old issue that I had for the last couple of years. And I have not yet really taken the time to resolve that. And I really believe that this encounter brings with me the opportunity to release it. Of course it's annoying, and of course I was exploding and it did not feel good. But yeah, there was this opportunity too. Okay, so there is something that needs attention, and once I really paid the attention, it felt much better afterwards. And even if I don't really want to go into what it is about me that makes me so angry, or what the lesson is, there's still the third point, which is I always have the choice whether I feel angry or not, whether I let myself carried away with the Inner Terrier, for example, or if I put on the brake and try to calm down. And with this choice that I have comes also the tools that I have. And one of my favorite tools is tapping. So the good thing about tapping is, like, with every notch that I put my stress level and my anger down, I feel better, I strengthen my immune system, and I also free up space in my brain for productivity or enjoyment of life or creativity or whatever I rather experience than all this anger. And this is why I would like to share this tapping sequence, because it has made my life much easier the last weeks. All right. If you see my material before tapping, I start recognizing what is going on in my body right now. Like, if I'm feeling angry or stressed, where do I feel it in my body? And on a scale from 1 to 10, with 1 being almost not there, and 10 being I'm about to explode, on this scale, so where is it? Is it at a 1 or a 2, or is it more at a 7, 8 or 9, whatever. And with that, let's just start. I will say sentences and I will just ask you to repeat them. But also if you feel like you have something better to say, or you would like to swap words or just use your own words, please feel free. All right, let's go. Even though I feel so angry right now, and I really feel it in my body, I accept myself as much as possible right now. Even though I cannot believe I just read that. And it's so pissing me off. I still completely love and accept myself as much as possible right now. I know this one is hard. Even though I'm so angry right now. And I cannot believe what I just learned. I accept myself as much as possible right now. Let's go through the points. All this anger. I just cannot believe what I just heard. I cannot believe what the other person just did. This is so frustrating. And I am judging this and I am so right. This is completely unacceptable. I cannot believe this person just did that. Oh my God. Oh, I'm so angry. No, it's not angry, it's royally pissed. I feel it in my body. I feel all this anger in my body. And I'm not letting it go. I have a right to be angry right now. And I am. I am pissed. I cannot believe this right now. I feel it in my body. Maybe I can let go. I'm not quite sure if I want to. All this anger, all this frustration. I just cannot believe it. All this anger, all this frustration. Maybe it would feel better if I let go. It's hard because I'm actually right to be angry. Still letting it go. Just as much as possible right now. Letting it go. All right, how was that? Yeah, how did things change? How did your sensation in your body change? So I hope that your intensity of anger dropped a little bit. If not, please repeat just this round. Just repeat it as much as you need. It's not uncommon actually to even get worse a little bit before it starts to move down, because paying attention to something can feel like it's getting bigger. And so again, if you need to, please repeat this round as long as you need. And if your intensity dropped down to about a third less or so, then I guess you are able to move into the second round. All right, let's do this. Even though I still can feel anger, and I can feel it in my body right now, I accept myself as much as possible. And I just consider the possibility that it also has something to do with me. Even though I'm still so angry, I accept myself as much as possible right now. And I also accept myself for being part of this. Even though I still feel all this anger in my body, I accept myself as much as possible right now. And I acknowledge that I am a part of it, but also that I'm a part of the solution. All this anger and all of my aspects that contribute to that, it's okay. But I still can let it go as much as possible. Of course I am part of it. And I still can let go. And also letting go doesn't mean that I agree with anything. You know, I can still disagree with what I see. I can still keep my values. I can just drop my judgment a little bit. And I can get a little bit more open towards more tolerance when it comes to other people's behavior. Still, still feel angry. I still feel angry. I feel it in my body. There's still a lot of anger in my body. I let it go as much as possible right now. And all aspects of me that contribute to that, I just let go as much as possible. I feel that my body does relax a little bit. I welcome that. All this anger and everything that I have to do with it. Just letting it go. All right, let's take another break. And how was that? I want to say again that, you know, even if I decide to be less angry, doesn't mean that I really change my opinion. It's just my choice, you know, not to go overboard or not to raise my blood pressure. You know, my opinion can stay the same. But I also feel that, you know, tolerance towards other opinions, lifestyles or whatever, it's what will make us go forward in the future, and not judgment and whatever is happening right now. So if your intensity level has dropped another third or so, we can go into the last round. And I would also like to introduce the choice that you have to enjoy life, to focus on the positives in your lives and stuff like that. Okay, let's go. Even though they're still upset and I still feel it in my body, I accept myself as much as possible right now. And I choose to let go of it as much as possible and to look for the positives in my life right now. So even though there's still anger and frustration, I accept myself as much as possible right now. And I also choose to let it go as much as possible and to be as positive as I can right now. So even though I know that I will get frustrated in the future and that I will get angry, and I already feel it in my body, I accept myself as much as possible. And I choose to go back to tapping whenever I need to, because I know that it helps. Okay, let's go through the points. All this anger that is left. I choose to let it go right now. I choose to look at the bright side. I choose to look at the things that are beautiful in my life right now. I choose to acknowledge how much better life is if I'm not angry all the time. if I can let go of all this anger. I can feel this relaxation in my body. And it feels good. I actually might like it. All this anger that's left. Releasing the rest of it. Feels good. There's so much good in my life right now. There are so many things to look forward to. So many things to appreciate. I can let go of all this anger. And I choose to enjoy life more right now. Oh, this feels so good. Just letting go of all this bullshit. And freeing up space for creativity and enjoyment. I like that. I like that. All right, last round. How was it? Where are you now on your level of subjective, whatever it's called, distress? Yeah. Where are you now? How do you feel? What happened? Like, what kind of, how did your thinking change or so? I would love to hear from you, to be honest. And also, if you feel like, okay, so this goes into the right direction, but it hasn't hit the spot yet really, you might consider just contacting me, and we can see what we can do in a one-on-one session. I can pay much more attention to your story and to what's going on in your life, and this is actually really beautiful to to work with somebody in person. And as you also can see on my Facebook page, I offer free sessions for those who are interested in learning more about EFT and who want to discover what a session with me can do for them. I love doing session with somebody else, because the practitioner is in charge of the process. It's nothing that I have to deal with. There's somebody who listens to you, who doesn't judge, who's cheering you on, who's completely in your corner, and also has the skills to really help you feel better afterwards. So I can only recommend it. Yeah, if you have any other comments or questions, please let me know, and I'll do what I can. Till then, have a good rest of the day, a good rest of the week, good rest of the month, and have a nice summer. I hope I hear from you. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.